Hello everyone, welcome to the world of football. Welcome back. My name is Cristiano.
And I'm Joseph.
Before we start, I would like to tell you to keep your notifications on for the next video because you'll really want to see this, as it will be a matchday vlog of Chelsea versus Manchester City.
Okay, so Manchester City versus Chelsea, FA Cup semi-final. This game is arguably now Chelsea's biggest game of the season because this is our only realistic chance of Chelsea making Europa League football, especially now because of other teams in other competitions of English teams losing, and the coefficient is just not going to help us with Italy and Germany being far superior, especially with Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen going on an unbeaten run. So,
with the regular spots, we still can get Europa League football if we don't bottle it like Tottenham and Arsenal's culture has been.
yeah, but I'd say, in my opinion, this is a better chance of getting into Europa League rather than waiting for other teams like Man United, Newcastle and West Ham to drop points so they can help us. So, obviously, we're playing Manchester City, the treble winners. Not going to be treble winners this season because of Real Madrid beating them on Wednesday night. Manchester City will definitely be tied for this game because they've just played a big Champions League game and it went all the way to the end of extra time and to penalties. So I think Pep Guardiola will rotate some of his players. I'm not sure if he'll start Haaland or De Bruyne, but I think players like Doku, Kovacic, Mateus Nunes, I think those type of players will play.
Yeah, they will, but they still have a lot of depth, so they will have a pretty strong team. And I think our team will be strong because we will have our full lineup. We'll have a lot of the players, or maybe the same lineup from the Everton game. And that 6-0 win will give us a lot of confidence. I'll use Tuchel's last full season for us. I remember when we were on a terrible run, and especially we just lost 3-1 to Real Madrid in the Champions League in the first leg. We're going into the second leg, had a chance to go to the semi-final of the Champions League. We lost, of course, but we had the 6-0 win in the previous game. And that 6-0 win gave us confidence to push forward and almost beat Real Madrid. If it wasn't because of the handball rule changing every single game, we would have went through and Alonso's goal would have counted, but things happen. So, that game could give us confidence because it's another 6-0 win. That's why I say the same sort of team will be put out, except of the injuries that we have. If I remember correctly, because we've spoken about it before, Enzo's injured, isn't he?
He should be back for the City game.
Okay, so he'll come off the bench. Of course, Casado's going to start.
Disasi will more than likely be back as well.
Disasi will be on the bench though. Players that will be returning will all be on the bench. So, which means we'll have the same sort of team, but Gallagher will be in midfield, like central midfield taking the Enzo role.
Yeah.
Unless we have one of the younger players in.
Like Chukwuemeka, for example.
Yeah, Chukwuemeka, or basically anyone else.
Yeah. So, now I am going to give you my preferred starting 11 of what I would do in this situation with this game coming up. In goal, I would have Petrovic. Robert Sanchez is getting nowhere near the number one. I'm going to have... I know Chilwell's back, but I'm going to start Cucurella. Some people might not like me for that, but this is going to sound mad, but I actually trust Cucurella more than Chilwell this season. Genuinely, I do. Right back, I'm going to have Malo Gusto, obviously, because he's probably the only...
I'll just say, they both, Cucurella and Chilwell, are good for certain games. If we need someone to attack and play like a wing back, just put Chilwell in there.
Yeah.
But for this game, more defensive, we need Cucurella, despite how terrible both of them are. They're as shit as each other. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like when people miss an open goal header from 2 yards out.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to have Malo Gusto in the right back position because he's really the only one that's good enough to play in that position. The two centre backs, I'm going to keep the centre back pairing that we had against Everton, which was Thiago Silva and Chalobah. Now, the midfield, we've mentioned, Caicedo and Gallagher will be in that double pivot. I'm going with a 4-2-3-1 formation, by the way. I'm going to have Palmer in the 10, Madueke on the right, Mudryk on the left, and Jackson up top. Now, if I had Enzo in my starting in 11, I'd have had Gallagher in the 10, Palmer on the right, Mudryk on the left, Jackson up top. That's what I would have done if I was confident enough that Enzo is ready to play this game. But I don't think he is, which means that he'll come off the bench in the second half, most likely.
Yeah, I'm going with that same team. And I would just say Palmer playing in the 10. In the Euros, if we're going to succeed, but I did this for a completely different video, but I'll say this. Palmer playing as a 10 is the best thing we can do. Because when he plays as a 10, not only he plays so much better, he will also tell Southgate that I can play in the 10, you can put the other players around me, like Saka and Foden.
Mm-hmm.
You can
and
put
Bellingham.
You can put the other players on the wing. You can put Bellingham in central midfield. You can put me as a 10. I'll be very creative, and if players want to run, they can run, but I won't be running. I will just give you the ball.
Yeah.
And that will help him get the practice, which will be the best thing, not only for us, but for England in the Euros at the end of the year. But there is a separate video coming out for that, though. Separate videos, basically. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. And obviously, I've just given you my starting 11. Cristiano says he agrees with it. We're going to give you our predictions. Now, I gave my starting 11 first, so Cristiano, can you give your prediction to everyone, please?
I'll say it'll be a tough game still. I think Pep will start Alvarez. He will, if he doesn't start De Bruyne, he'll bring him off the bench early. But I think Alvarez will score for City. I think I can see Doku scoring. I see him starting and scoring. But I also see Palmer getting 2 goals and assists. And I see difficult one. I'm going to extra time, but we'll win it. A 3-2 win. Gallagher, I think he's going to score the winner.
Interesting prediction there.
It's going to be early in the first half, and then Rodri comes late on, but you can't really get into the game, I think. That's what I think is going to happen.
Now, my prediction is going to be completely different to his, but that's the beauty of it, isn't it?
Especially as a lot of games have been draws. So
we haven't.
So we won't win the game in 90 minutes. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, and I forgot to say this fact. We actually haven't lost to City this season. It sounds mad when you think about it. But
After the first draw, I said to this Liverpool fan that if we draw one more time to City, Chelsea City game is going to be what Chelsea and Liverpool was. Me and the Liverpool fan said this, agreed on it as well, that those two clubs should stop playing football and go into painting because they're so good at drawing. So that can happen, but hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully we go through.
Yeah.
And nothing like what happened with us Liverpool will happen, but we'll see.
Yeah, on to my prediction now. I think that I'm still going to go with a draw in 90 minutes. It will still be a draw in extra time, and it will go to penalties. Man City will have 2 penalty shootouts in a week.
Okay.
I'm going with a 2-2 draw in 90 minutes. 3-3 draw after extra time. And what's going to happen is Alvarez, De Bruyne and Foden will score for City. Palmer twice. And we'll give Madueke a goal. I think he's got it in him. And Chelsea to win on penalties. Petrovic will be the hero, just like he was against Newcastle a few months back.
Okay. Both predicting wins today.
We will be doing a match vlog of the whole day. And you'll see both of our perspectives of where we will be sitting in the stadium. Yeah.
So, as you were saying, me and him will meet each other, of course. We'll go to the game. We're not sitting near each other. He's in a completely different zone to me. So, we'll be speaking about our journey there. But I'll be doing the reaction and basically I'll interview him, he'll interview me. We'll get a perspective on the game. Then we'll put these videos into parts. So we might have a part 1 and part 2, depending on how long it is. So watch out for that. We might do that, we might not. But you will see all the videos and they will all come out on the same day. So keep in mind for that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Tuning in and
up the Chelsea. Don't worry about a thing. Yeah, I'll stop now.
Anyway, yeah. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with everyone. Share with everyone you know. Hit the notification so you don't miss another video.
Hit the subscribe button.
And I'll see you guys tomorrow and in the coming videos.